guys, Georgette here. Welcome and thank you for joining me. So today I'm coming in with a makes video. These are all of the items that I've made in the past 4 months. I haven't been sewing that much, but I did complete 3 items that I'm going to share with you guys today. Alright, so let's get into it. The first pattern I have is Simplicity 8424 version F, and this is that top. Now, this was a very simple pattern to make. I think it has only about 3 pieces. You cut the front twice, the back twice, and then a neckband. Came together in under an hour, and that's including me having to cut it out. I made mine out of a French terry. It's a cream-colored French terry, and I actually lengthened the front of the shirt because I didn't really want that crop top. You can see in the pattern it's got like this crop top. I didn't want it that cropped, so I lengthened the front of the shirt to a place that I was a little bit more comfortable with, and truth be told, it actually could be lengthened just a little bit more. I didn't know if I was going to like this top or not when I had it on the machine, but after trying it on, especially with a pair of jeans, I really, really like it. The only issue that I have with it is the neckline. The neckline is kind of in a weird area. It's too wide to be a crew neck, but too narrow to give it this really nice off-the-shoulder drape. So if I made this again, I would address that neckline, either go one way or the other. It's either got to be wider or more narrow. And I may lengthen the front of the shirt just a little bit more. I don't know. I haven't really decided on that. But Simplicity 8424, very simple make. I think I am just about done with this pattern now. I've tried the leggings and I've tried this top, the version F. And you know, when I initially cut this out, I thought that this would make a really awesome cropped sweatshirt that I could wear over some joggers. But after having made it up, I think I'm just going to put this to the side for now. I'm definitely going to keep it in my stash because I think that this would be a pretty good pattern to keep in my stash for later use, but I think I'm just about done with this pattern. Oh, I did forget to mention that in the shirt, I left the hem raw, and then for the sleeve hem, I just finished it with the serger. I just did an overlock stitch. Alright, so that was Simplicity 8424. The next item I made was my submission for the hashtag Sew Maxi for Mother's Day challenge. It is a maxi dress. It is gorgeous. I got the fabric from Hobby Lobby. It is a cotton spandex blend. And this was what I would call a self-drafted pattern. Now I do have another video talking about this dress in a little bit more detail. So if you want to see that, I will link it somewhere. somewhere. And also in the description box if you'd like to see it. Alright, so moving on to my next to make, it is McCall's 7094. I made the sleeveless version. Again, I made this using wearable muslin fabric. It's just some scrap fabric that I have in my stash. And I did this because I wasn't too sure how this top was going to come out. I did read the reviews before making it, and the reviews said 2 things. 1, that it was very, very big and baggy. 2, that the neckline was a bit of a pain. And I only had problems with one of those things, the fact that it was big and baggy, because I had found a tutorial on how to install that particular neckline. So I was fine with that. And I will link that tutorial in the description box somewhere so you can check it out. It might help you like it helped me. So because the reviews were saying that the shirt came out so big, I actually sized down and I cut an extra small. And even that turned out to be very, very loose around the waistline. However, under the arm and across the shoulder actually ended up being too tight. So I'm going to have to do some pattern grading in there somewhere to make it fit just a little bit better. Also, my finishing of this item is not good. Not at all. I have puckers along the back collar. I have puckers under the armhole where the binding is, and I also have puckers all along the shirt tail hemline, right around the hip area where the curve is very, very drastic. There are puckers all along that as well. The finishing was not great, and that's totally on me because I didn't take the steps that I would usually take, because I know that I struggle with trying to ease in binding and hems. Not so much with collars, that was kind of new for me, but bindings and hems, I'll usually trim off a little bit just to kind of make it a little bit shorter than the area that I'm trying to ease it into. That typically works. I didn't do that this time. I pretty much sewed the pattern as it was right out of the package, and that never works for me. I don't know why I did that. It never works. However, even though the shirt did not turn out how I hoped it would turn out, I'm still happy that I made it because it was on my Make 9 list. So I've officially checked off a box of my 2022 Make 9. Now, I will be making this shirt again because I still believe that it would be a workhorse in my wardrobe. However, the next version of it, I'm going to hack it. It's not going to look exactly how the designer intended it to look. So in the future, I'm going to fix that collar. It's no longer going to be a notched collar. I'm going to lower the armhole a little bit because I did find that that was just a bit too high for me. I'm also going to reduce the fullness in those yoke pleats, because that was too much fullness going on. And I'm going to reduce the curve of the hem, because the severity of the curve of the hem really put me through some changes when I was trying to hem it. So that's going to be changed as well. I may or may not shorten it. I kind of like the length, but I don't know. I'll have to play around with that just to see whether or not I'm going to shorten it. So you guys will see this shirt again. It'll just be slightly different and more to my taste. Okay, so the final item that I made was the Mica T-shirt, and I can't remember who the pattern is made by, so I'm going to put it in somewhere. I have my notes here. So I cut a size small, and I used some stash knit fabric that I had. Now, I read the reviews of this before I cut it out, and most of the reviews said that it's very boxy and it's a loose-fitting shirt. So I chose the knit fabric that I used because I figured if it didn't work out as a t-shirt, I could at least wear it as a pajama top. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to wear it as a pajama top because I think it's absolutely perfect for pajamas. Now, I did mess up the V-neck just a little bit. I was trying out a new method for installing a V-neck, and it just didn't go to plan, didn't work out how I wanted it to. But again, it's fine because I'm using this as a pajama top, so no one's going to care about my little pucker at that center of the V. Also, for the hems, the sleeve hem and the bottom of the shirt hem, I just did a zigzag stitch on those hems simply because, again, I wasn't going to break out my cover stitch machine for a pajama top. So in the end, I would not make this again as a shirt that I would wear out into the wild, but I absolutely would make it again as a pajama top. So now I just need to find some pajama bottoms, some knit shorts, and I'll have like a complete set. Alright guys, so that's it for me. Those were all of the items I ended up completing. I do have a few other works in progress, but none of them are quite ready to be filmed just yet. Alright, so if you enjoyed this video, and I hope you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not already done so, and I will see you all next time. Bye!